Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Linda from Linda-ís in Arlington Heights, Illinois. And Teresa, say Merry Christmas. Nicholas, Nicola. And the warehouse, okay, the rest of them, they all say Merry Christmas. I am here the day before Christmas Eve giving you a wonderful little blurb about a Christmas quilt. And then I'm going to give you a little scenario about some very big specials that I hope you'll take advantage of. The wonderful event that we just completed with Judy Friedenberg and Kathy Quinn for Floriani was just a big success. Thank you everyone that attended, and it was sponsored by Brother and Baby Lock in there. We have mostly luminaires, and we have a couple of luminaires left that will be able to be sold for the special of the event. So if this is something that Santa didn't put in your stocking because it's a pretty big machine, you can definitely call our store on December 24th. We're open until 3. We're closed on Christmas Day. And then on the 26th, we open with some great specials. I own it. I just think it's a beautiful machine. It has a projector. It has a camera. There are so many wonderful things to it. And it does beautiful embroidery. As you can see, I have this little Santa that I did on it, and somehow I found these earrings. I know it's pretty gaudy, but I just thought, why not? It's just a fun holiday, and why not celebrate a little bit? And it's so much fun to do an embroidery on a knit fabric where you know that it's not going to pucker. It's going to be absolutely look like somebody did it for you, a very professional look, because of the great machines that I have to do the design. So hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of that and be able to have some of the same wonderful results that I do when I'm sewing. So let's get down to what I wanted to show you today, and then I'm going to tell you a couple of other things, and I'm going to give you a special, very, very special offer on a quilt that I'm not going to show you yet, that is only going to be available for the first 5 people that call in on the 26th. But before I do that, I want to show you this. This is our Christmas quilt. I just love it. I think it's one of the prettiest ones we've ever done. It's not the normal tradition with, you know, just red and green. Of course, it's got the blues in it and the starry sky, and it even has the cherries up there. I'm going to tell you the exact name of it. It's called Flurries and Pines. And look at this great fabric. I mean, look at how it just blends. You can see on the star up there, it looks like it's been painted with little cherries and blue colored leaves, and I mean, just some really stunning things. The great thing about this quilt is it comes in both the navy or the white. This particular one was done in the navy, but if it was done in the white, then the stars would show out a little bit different because they'd be on a white background. So if you want to, I mean, I think they both look fairly modern, but they call this color the traditional quilt. And then the white that I'm showing you here is really considered to be the more modern look. Another thing that I think is just wonderful about this quilt is that this is one that could hang in your hallway for all winter, because it really is a winter look. Again, it's called Flurries and Pines, so it is something that you could start putting out for Christmas and then keep it all through the winter to give you that nice warm feeling. I wanted to take some of the fabrics out because this kit is just wonderful. There's a few of the kits left. And you can see, look at these. This is some of the fabric that people are calling the Christmas look with the evergreens. I mean, it's just stunning. I've done some masks out of some of this fabric because we did have some extras. Look at this one. I think this is just beautiful the way they've done it. It's that same Christmas look, only again, it's got the white background. This has got more of a turquoise background. And then who would think these greens would really blend in? But if you look here, this, I know it doesn't seem like a blue-green, but when you get on opposite ends of the spectrum and you start putting your blues and greens together, they really do start to pop. And that's what we're really looking for. Now, it shows you how to do this in the kit. Everything is there, all the instructions and everything. I want to show you up close a couple of things that I think are just great. This is a half square triangle. And again, it's a big half square triangle, so it's going to be really an easy one to do. And if you look throughout this whole quilt and you start dissecting it, if you have a picture here, you could take your pencil and you would see that there are many, many triangles. So very, very easy quilt to do. You do have some of the swirls and you do have a couple of other points up there, but it's a very easy quilt for someone to do. Now, the Creme De La Creme, look at the back. This, I don't know, Nick, if you can get this, because it's pretty dark, but this is my absolute favorite part of this quilt. It is made, and the backing is done with Cuttle. Now, you could do whatever you want, because backings do not come in kits, very seldom, but we took the navy Cuttle, and and Debbie did this, my daughter. I think most of you have seen some of her quilting. It's just stunning. It was done on the Bernina, on the big 24-foot or 24-inch long arm. And you can see the stars here. See how the curls go? I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And then when you bring it down, and you can see she did this star, so it's very subtle in here. Again, it goes, she kept that overall pattern throughout the whole quilt because of all of the multicolors in here, and it just blends. It makes the whole quilt really stand out. I hope you will consider this. I know a couple of our good customers that have been in, I'm going to lay these out while I'm talking, have made this, and I've heard from a couple of you that it was one of your favorite quilts that you've ever done. See, now this would be the dark background, and we have some that are in the white background. So while we have them left, if you're ordering one of these, you would have to specify whether you want navy or white. And if we have it left, you can certainly have it. Otherwise, you'd have to take whatever we do have. And again, it's called Flurries and Pines. And the size of the quilt, it's about a 74 by 90. So it's you can see it's a fairly good size quilt. It really is a queen size quilt, but it would definitely go on a, you could put that over a king bed and, make it as a center point. So again, it's your choices what you want to do, but isn't that just stunning? I just thought it was, the fabrics and everything were so beautiful. I just wanted you to be able to see it. Now, 2 things after Christmas. We have a big after Christmas sale that starts on the 26th, and it actually goes through the first week of January because we close on Christmas Eve at 3 and we're closed on Christmas Day, and we do the same thing on New Year's and New Year's Day, so our staff can get a rest. Or maybe they can party. I don't know. I think most of them are going to be resting after this month. But we will be back again on the 2nd, and that whole week we will still have some of our big specials. I hope you have enjoyed our whole month. Teresa over here, I wish I could bring her in here. She did such a marvelous job on making sure that you had at least 1 coupon every single day in December. Now, most people, most stores will do that for maybe 10 days or 12 days, some only 4 or 5. We did it for 24 full days so that you would have some really fun opportunity. And it was just so fun for us as staff. We would be able to see, I'd be sitting there and somebody would walk in the door, and we have a big display table that shows all the different coupons and all the things that we've done. People would go over and look at it, and they'd have their phone and they would check which ones they wanted. And then they'd see something that looks different because they didn't realize in the coupon it really was it looked different from what they saw. So it was just a great, almost reminded me of like an advent calendar where each day was a different thing for you to kind of explore and have fun with. And some of them were expensive, some of them weren't. Wait till you see what's there tomorrow. You have one opportunity. If you haven't bought something for a friend or maybe yourself as an extra machine. Oh, I almost told them. Can I tell them what it is, Teresa? I probably shouldn't. If you're not getting our email, you don't get this. But the coupon tomorrow is going to be for a sewing machine. And it is, it's not one of the real expensive machines. How about under $200? Or how about under $150. And it's a good machine. It does a lot of stitching. So I look for that coupon tomorrow. If you don't know what it is, call the store and they'll get you one. Anyway, I hope you'll look at it. We have some great things coming up. We have some invitation-only events that are coming for those of you who are looking for a big embroidery machine. You want to try it first. We have just some wonderful, wonderful events for January, February, and March. So look at our calendars. They come out every week on Fridays, and we try to put all the classes and everything. So it won't be back until after the holiday, but I wanted you to have some fun things to think about, because I know you're all busy. You're probably not sewing right now, although maybe you are. Maybe there's some last-minute things that you're trying to accomplish. If so, I wish you a lot of luck. I'll probably be there with you. I'm sure I always have one or two things that seem to kind of get forgotten until the very end. So again, have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.